In today's episode, we will be drinking a fan favorite. And by fans, I mean us. And by favorite, I mean it's a completely different recipe than it used to be, of which was a beer that is one of our favorites, and is now it's this beer, now it's different. So it might not be a fan favorite at all. So
you really like walking into each of the episodes with the lowest of expectations, which I think is unfair to the beer.
I think it's most fair because I only have up to go.
Yeah, but like you could just be neutral and just be like, I wonder what journey this year's beers be open.
To be fair, we have had the Enjoy by 1031 of the hazy variety before.
And you're like, you say you can only go up, but I think the only way that you could go up is if they return back to 2020.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So
I need to get into work right now. Yeah, that's 100% true. 100% true. Was 2020 regular?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay.
So they, in 2020, we have like word for word the descriptions, and they basically say there's a fuck ton, 10 plus different hops. Now it's just Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, Nelson Sauvin.
Yeah.
And they say there's a lot of them.
Okay.
But it is a hazy now. I don't think it was then.
No, not in 2020.
At least it wasn't labeled a hazy. And
no, it was pretty clear if I recall.
But everything else is pretty much the same. Like it's still 9.4%.
Yeah.
Still 52 IBUs. So
no shot. No fucking shot. No, I know what you're saying. I know what they say, but no fucking shot. So we're drinking Stone's Enjoy by 1031-22. This used to be, as we've alluded to, one of our favorite beers, at least mine. I fucking love this beer. And then they turned it into a hazy, and it was just got very fine. It was still pretty good, but it's just not the same. Oh, yeah. Wait. All right, thanks. Just need one more.
If you couldn't tell by the name, it's intended to be enjoyed by 1031 2022.
Yeah, they do this whole thing where they like make it and like ship it across the whole fucking world within like 2 weeks and
37 days.
Okay, but that's still pretty quick.
Yeah,
that does not sound as quick now after I've said 2 weeks, so that kind of ruined that.
I think so. They do this for like a lot of different holidays, like the 4th of July, 420, first of the year, stuff like that. I think they should pick a random day. Like, it's a good random day.
Like May 3rd.
No, it's too close to May 4th.
Which is too close to May 5th.
Well, like, but May the 4th be with you is a thing.
Yeah. All right. Like April 11th.
Sure.
I feel like that's a holiday. I feel like that's probably why I said that.
Probably.
Damn it. Like September 14th.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing.
February 25th.
Ooh. Well, okay, yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. I think they should do a leap year
August 9th.
August 9th. That's a good one. I think that's a winner so far. Because I'm like, what the fuck is August 9th?
Yeah, I don't know. What's in August? I don't think anything's in August.
No, not a thing. I might be remembering wrong, but this looks better than last year.
So far they could be on a winner.
It could be.
Looks.
Yeah. It smells good too. It smells really good.
So so take a look at this beer.
Yeah.
If I go back.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm ready for this beer, I gotta be honest.
Really now?
Just smelling it. It's a lot.
Can you smell yet?
Not really. I think that's part of the issue.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 10/31, 2020. Here's our description for the look.
Okay.
Shimmering Gold.
Maybe. That's it? That's all we wrote?
That's all we wrote.
We're idiots. Sometimes we're just fucking dumb.
Here's what we said for the smell. Orange soap. Floral.
Ooh. Okay.
I wouldn't describe this as a shimmering gold. I would say this is more orangey.
I wouldn't say this
Orangey.
I wouldn't say this is orange soap either. And I would say it's more orange too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's orange soap. But also
Like shimmering gold makes me think of like piss water.
a little bit, yeah.
Maybe a little bit darker.
But we've also been known to get a little drunk and then just kind of go off.
9.2%.
Exactly. Two of them? Come on. Yeah.
So, yes.
We're on a journey. You're on it with us. Or you're not, because you just clicked off the video. But that's kind of rude. All right. Go on then.
Verdict.
Pretty hazy. I feel like it's better than it was last year, though.
I am inclined to agree with you, remembering how very like fine it was. I just didn't really like care for it one way or the other.
This is pretty
I
good.
like this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I wish it weren't as juicy as it is.
But then it mellows out at
Exactly.
the end, and you're like, okay.
Whereas the other one I felt ended more sweet.
I felt like it was just kind of a juice bomb. This, like,
Yeah.
it is juicy up front, but then it kind of like, then you're like, okay, there's some malts, some hoppy bitterness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like this.
We're very festive today. We both got our orange on.
Look at us.
And by 10:31, I mean, just fitting the vibe.
Well, just fitting the vibe. That's all we're doing. Didn't even think about it. Just happened.
Happy accident.
I would say so. I was actually at my house and for lunch, and so because Renee and I drive together in the mornings, and so we're at the house at lunch, and she's like, "Should we take separate cars?" I was like, "Yeah, probably should," because why pass your house to just come back? It's just dumb. So, and I was about to walk out the door, and I was like, fuck, I got a stupid ass continuance shirt on. I don't really want to wear that. So,
Here you are.
here I am. It's a really long story just to say that I put this shirt on.
Yep.
So, here we are.
We get in costume, makeup, hair, all that stuff.
It's
for
a-
every
yeah.
podcast, you know. It's full
Yeah, they got a
production.
room over here. It's full of that shit.
Yeah.
That part's true.
So campaign for Modern Warfare released today.
Yes. I might stay up all night.
Have you played any at all? And
Nope.
have you pre-downloaded anything?
I've done nothing. Should I have? Probably.
Have you bought it?
No.
So you've literally done nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's good. That's good.
I looked it up on Steam yesterday.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well,
Have-
that's why I sent you guys that reminder. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey,
What?
this
So,
is here.
so clearly you have done all these things.
I just right before you showed up, like as you were at the door,
Oh.
I closed out the game. Yeah.
Oh, it finished. Right before I came, it finished uploading or
No.
downloading?
I was playing.
Oh, okay.
you could see it on the little taskbar there, that far right.
I
That's,
can see that, yes, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Modern Warfare
Okay.
2 right there.
How is this? How are you having fun?
So I've played
Do
two
you-
missions.
Do you like the campaigns normally?
I
I feel like you're not big into the campaigns.
don't really care about the Call of Duty story very much.
Mm.
I enjoy playing them, but I usually skip through the cutscenes. So I have no like in this game, you know, Ghost is the first guy you see on screen, and then you know,
That's probably a big deal for people who keep up with the lore.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then like I know some of the names like Soap McTavish and all that. Like I'm like, yeah, I've heard General Shepard. I'm like,
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
know
that name.
Shepard, I know Soap, I know Price, but like,
Yeah, I'm like, but like, who are they? What are their motivations? What have they done? What are they gonna? I don't know.
No clue.
I don't like. I never know. Like I skip through the cutscenes so quick. I never even know who I'm playing as. So someone's like, "Hey, so
Oh, I guess that's me.
yeah,
No one's fucking moving, so I
Yeah,
guess that's
probably
me.
me."
I thoroughly enjoy the campaigns. I'm with you. I don't, because there's such a large gap and I don't replay the campaigns.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happens. But I don't skip through the cutscenes. Like I do pay attention to everything while I'm playing it. And I feel like they do a pretty good job of just kind of like giving you the general idea and like kind of context cluing you in to like what's going on.
These 2 missions, I've watched all the cutscenes and paid attention.
Makes zero sense.
No, it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know how long that's gonna go on for.
Yeah.
I think I played through probably like 60-70% of the Modern Warfare 2019's campaign. I didn't finish that one.
I didn't finish it either, actually, because Warzone came out and then I stopped.
So this one's nice because we have a week before anything else comes out, so it'll be nice to play the campaign, because I always want to, but then I'm always like, but multiplayer and stuff. And then the other thing is you get rewards throughout the campaign. You get like double XP, double weapon XP. Then you get a blueprint for the M4.
That's genius.
Couple operators. So
that
it's like,
makes it worth it.
So now it's like, okay, cool. I can play the campaign and then get started with some extra goodies in multiplayer. So
100%. Yeah, give you a little incentive.
But so the first couple missions I played, it was nice. Start out with M14 EBR. Don't really care. But your secondary is an MP7, so that's confirmed. Got to
Levi's fucking back here sniping with an MP7.
Yeah.
Sick.
Picked up MP5, M4, AK-47. They have like the couple different variants of the AK.
That's cool.
Which is nice. So
yeah, true to form.
Yep.
That's cool. Did you fucking see? I'm sure you did. Granthem's EBR video. Fucking nailing shit over 600 yards away. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm just showing off with the range there.
Honestly, it's
that's
100%,
all it was.
100% that. I'm like, you might as well be shooting over a freeway, dude. That's so much fucking land. It's crazy. Can't imagine. Must be nice.
Yeah, I'd like to have the opportunity to do some long range shooting like that. It'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And like not like that one outdoor range you did was like fine, but like it's also pretty shitty.
How far back did that go? 200? 300.
I think we said somewhere between 150 and 200 is what it seemed like, because they didn't have it labeled. We were kind of eyeballing it.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was somewhere between like 150, 200 yards.
It was probably 200.
Probably. That would make most sense. Yeah, because I mean, and like the only relationship I have to that, like to base it off of, is a football field. I'm like, I don't know, that looks about 10 yards. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a first down. Maybe. Last time I was on a football field, who fucking knows?
I don't.
Probably freshman year of high school for me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Did you play football in high school or no? You wrestled, I know, but
I played football 1 year in middle school.
Okay.
That was it.
Just got into wrestling then, and you're like,
yeah,
I'm good.
Yep. I did football, and then I did, like, the next season was wrestling, and then it was just wrestling from there on.
Right.
Football was cool for me, but I mean, like, even like throughout high school, I was just too small.
Were you running back?
No, I was corner.
Interesting. That's very weird.
Why is that weird?
Like, being slender, I guess, is good. Like, you want to be fast, but which I'm sure you were, especially in middle school. But like, being short is not great because you need to like intercept and block passes.
Yeah.
So that's where it's just like, But I guess when you're in middle school, you were probably like Were you pretty average height in middle school?
It's shorter than average, but yeah.
But like, yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like also like, I played soccer, so I had great conditioning.
Right.
And then,
Which, yeah, for a corner, that's key. Like, you got to be able to just fucking run the whole game.
and then it like corner made, and so like, especially coming from soccer and stuff, and I played a midfielder in soccer. So like,
that's the position to fucking run.
So yeah. And so, but the position also just kind of made sense to me. Like keeping track of the ball, like predicting routes, that sort of stuff. So
that makes sense. Yeah. That's cool. I did I played soccer as a kid. I probably did like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years of soccer. I have this weird vague memory of my last year playing soccer where I don't remember practicing at all. I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
But like for some reason, my brain, like the memory of me being there, no memory of practice whatsoever. I was just like thrown into a game. And then I remember not knowing what to do. I was like, what does this position do? I don't know. Like I knew nothing, which is fucking weird because I'm like, I played a few years before this and all of a sudden I just like fucking stupid. I don't know anything. Like that could be a completely inaccurate memory, but like for some reason I've held on to that memory. So I don't know.
I
don't know either. Maybe I should ask my parents about that. But like, was I a fucking idiot the last time I played soccer? Like, yeah, we took you out after one game. Like, you couldn't do it. Yeah, checks
like,
out.
Actually, you didn't go to practice.
You didn't go to practice. You just tried, and then it didn't work.
Yeah, I played a lot of soccer when I was a kid. Like, a lot.
Which is like the most genius thing for parents to ever do with their kids. Like, hey, go sprint around for 2 hours and tire yourself out.
But it takes a lot of, like, especially when you're doing year-round soccer, it takes a lot, like, it's just lots of practices and games, and, like, games around the state. Like, it was fucking annoying, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I never did any of that crazy shit. I just did, what do they call it?
Like a rec league type thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like a summer rec league, basically.
Yeah, when I started wrestling, I moved into some seasonal rec thing.
Yeah.
That's nice. I was better than everyone, so.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, that was the other thing too, right? When so like I think of baseball. So I was always like on the rec leagues of baseball too because I was never great at all. And then like some of my friends were really good, so they would be on the travel teams. And then I don't know, for whatever reason, like maybe it got too expensive for their parents or something. So that like there would be like a season where like they'd go in the rec league and like there's this fucking like child throwing like 60, 70 miles an hour. And I'm like, yeah, coach, I don't know what I'm going to do about this.
This ain't going to work.
I can just stick my bat out there and hope for the best, but that's about it. No, my God. No, I remember, how old would I have been? It probably would have had to been like 6th or 7th grade. And there was this kid, his name was Steven. And he was real lanky kind of guy, so really fucking long arms. And so that thing just came around, and I knew he was good. And like when I was in the batter's box warming up, and he's just kind of like lobbing him in there, I was like, fucking throw a real one. And he's just like, no. He's just like laughing. Step up to the plate, fucking first pitch, like the fastest fucking ball I'd ever seen directly down the middle. I just watched it. I'm like, uh-oh. This ain't gonna be good. Good times.
Kid sports, man.
Yeah. I was actually good at batting. It was just fielding I sucked ass at. I'm a terrible fucking thrower.
I can't bat for shit, so.
Interesting. We should become one person.
Yeah.
We'd be a really good baseball player, maybe. In like high school. It was good times. I miss doing stuff like that. There's just no time for anything, you know? I mean, we talked about this too when I did the softball league where I'm like, it's fun, but like 9 p.m. on a Monday? Come on, dude. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous. They should be Sunday afternoons.
It's really just not built for people like us.
Definitely.
Like, the people in those leagues have, like, service jobs, you know?
Yeah.
And you have Mondays off kind of thing.
You're right, yeah. Or, like, at the very least, like, Yeah, you have Mondays off, and then you normally work nights anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if you work Tuesday, you're
or
not
you
going to
work
start till noon.
Or you work the open, but you open at 10
Yeah.
or 11.
Not a big fucking deal at all.
Yeah. Us, you were like,
Office
let's
jobs.
start at 7.
Yeah. That would happen all the time. It'd be like 11 p.m. We'd be leaving. They'd be like, hey, want to go grab a beer? I'm like, nah, I got to go home. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I work tomorrow. I'm like, what time? I'm like, 7. And they're like, oh, shit. Yeah, you should go home.
You're like, yeah, I shouldn't be out here right now.
I shouldn't even be here now. Yeah, I should already be in bed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, if it was like start at 7 p.m., you're like, okay, cool. But like, game's at 9.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But even that, right? Starting at 7, so it's like I get off at work. I pretty much am going to have to eat right away, which I don't really like to do before a sport. So it's like, really, I'm having a snack. Then I play, and then maybe it's done at 9, and then I'm having like the rest of like actual dinner at 9, and then just going to bed. Like,
and you're married, and your dog.
None of it is ideal. None of it, like you said, it's not meant for people like us, sadly. So people like my brother, who is exactly it, like who's working at the cidery.
Worked out great for him, probably.
Yeah. Mondays off. Like they were closed on Monday.
Yep.
And then he normally works evenings. So yeah, it was probably amazing for him.
Oh, adulting.
Yeah, I tell you. I sent you a picture. My Xbox controller shipped.
I did see that.
I'm very excited for that. I was not expecting that because the website just kept saying processing. And I had a feeling this was how it was going to be, where it was just eventually just going to be like, it shipped.
Yep.
So sure enough, maybe, but still, maybe in like 6 weeks I'll get it from China.
I think they ship pretty quick.
Hopefully.
But I mean, maybe you should just wait until Warzone comes out and have a fresh controller. Just wait 2 months.
Nah.
You're like, I'm plugging that bitch in and using it right when it comes in.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of was hoping it would be here. Because when does multiplayer come out? Next week?
I think in a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it would at least be here for that. I wish it would be here for that. It's still probably going to be like a week or two. It could be a week. It could get here in a week, and I could have it for that. Who knows? But
oh, wow. Warzone 2 is supposed to be out the 16th of November.
Did that get bumped up?
I don't know.
I feel like that got bumped up. I felt like it was...
16th? It's in 4 weeks.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's wild.
That means we're going to have like 2 weeks of multiplayer. 2.5 weeks of multiplayer.
That is interesting. I
don't like how quick that is.
I was going to say, I kind of wish they would have pushed it out and let me enjoy multiplayer more. So there's two things there's two possible outcomes. Multiplayer is going to just like either suck or be not as good, and I'm only going to play Warzone once it comes out. And so it's like just like with Modern Warfare, or even worse, Cold War. And I'm just going to fucking play Warzone. And that option is not ideal. Or fucking Warzone's just going to piss me off. And I'm going to be playing multiplayer longer.
Yeah, I'm really... Especially with how, like, alpha Warzone was in the beta release and everything.
Right,
it was like, dude, this is not anywhere close.
Exactly.
And like, okay, you're gonna have to finish up Warzone in the 2 weeks in which people are actually playing multiplayer, where you probably want to have time for bug fixes, hot fixes, all that stuff. Like
just like gameplay bugs, because that will translate into
bugs,
Warzone.
Gameplay, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will translate into Warzone. And then like you also have DMZ, which is supposedly being launched alongside of Warzone. So
we'll see.
I don't know.
That's weird too, right? Like, what they should have waited the month and released DMZ, and then like 2 or 3 months later
I would probably swap Warzone and DMZ, but
You really think DMZ should come out way later?
no, Warzone should come out latest. DMZ before.
That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, saying it, like when Warzone comes out come November 16th, he said, that should just be DMZ.
Yeah.
So it should wait like basically the month, a little less, like 3 weeks. Have DMZ come out, and then like 2 or 3 months after that, have Warzone come out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because like I think DMZ is going to be playing on the same Warzone map, but like I don't know how that's going to work because I think it's like they're trying to like be Escape from Tarkov, but it like is in the Warzone map. So is it going to feel more like a battle royale versus like an exfil type mode? And then like as well, is it going to like, because it's releasing at the same time, is it just and the same map, is it just going to feel like a limited time mode like we already have in Warzone that no one plays?
Yeah, like those Warzone playlists of it's like a very small version of the map.
Yeah, like that.
You never fucking play those. Like we might have played it a couple times and we're like, this is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Because like the gameplay's different and it's just like it's not multiplayer and it's not Warzone. It just feels like a weird in between.
And then there's also like sometimes they'll have like half plunder, half Warzone match things where like you got special vehicles and like NPC. I don't know, but like no one plays that stuff, I don't think. So like I just wonder if DMZ is going to feel like that or if it's going to feel like an actual mode that people play.
Hopefully, because yeah, those types of things are fun, like for events for like a limited time.
Yeah,
but it's like don't waste your guys' like company's time and resources and something like that if it's like
this is, they're saying this is like a new mode, like a new thing, like multiplayer Warzone.
Yeah,
DMZ.
They're treating it like the future of Call of Duty. Like this is going to be the thing that you're going to want to play.
Yeah, it's going to be one of our games.
Yeah, and it's like you say that,
but like it's not a new map. It's like that's
right.
what like to me. It's like if you're going to have a new mode, it deserves its own.
I think so.
Map.
I think so.
I don't know.
I get that's a lot of work, but like that's kind of like what we were saying. Like space yourself out. Then like don't feel. I just oh my gosh, I never understand people's train of thought with this when it comes to anything. People will wait for a good product.
Yeah.
People will wait for good food. Like people have no problem waiting if it's good.
Well, it's just like this campaign thing. Like I think this is a good pacing where it's like I actually like the time that I get to play the campaign and then I get to jump into multiplayer and like
definitely.
For multiplayer, is it going to last 6 months for me? Probably not, but I'll be happy to play 3 months.
Maybe. Like if all the guns are really cool and like I want to actually grind out all the shit for it, like maybe.
Like November, December, January, like have a good time playing multiplayer. February, hop into some Warzone.
Yeah.
New and exciting. And then maybe like 6-8 months later, DMZ drops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all bunched together a little too much, and I definitely think they're fucking themselves over with that. I don't know what they were thinking.
I think they think that there's like the Warzone community that isn't gonna play multiplayer.
They're just gonna play Warzone anyways,
or they're gonna play like a week of multiplayer, and then they're just gonna.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so they don't want to keep those people waiting, like, and they're not gonna be playing their game anyways.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, I don't think that's true though, because either they're going to be playing Warzone 1, and so it's like, who cares? They're still playing your game.
They just keep Rebirth and shit on, and
right. Or they are going to play multiplayer. Like, when Modern Warfare came out, like that's all we had for how long was that? Like 6 months of just multiplayer.
Yeah, Warzone released in mid-March.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that, and I feel like no one was really complaining. Like if there were any complaints, it was just about some of the grinds. Like as far as actual multiplayer,
yeah, it was about the
like,
game. It wasn't like content. Like it wasn't that content was stale. It was just like there's frustrations with the game.
Yeah, but like I feel like people still were happy to play it, and And they weren't like, oh, I'm not going to play this. I'm going to wait till they come out of their BR. It's like, no, this is what I got. And like, it's a good time.
I played it all the way up into the launch of Warzone. So
Yeah. And even after some.
yeah,
It wasn't until Warzone. I think it wasn't until Warzone started developing a meta that it ruined multiplayer. I think that's what partially ruined the multiplayer. Like, of course, it had its issues even before Warzone even came out that kind of aided that. But you know what I mean? Like
I
when
don't
you're,
know. I think Warzone just showed off all the flaws of.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's
no,
what I'm
but
saying.
I don't think it was a meta development. I think it was just like
You don't think so?
no. I think it was like, hey, all these mechanics that are great in Warzone fucking suck in multiplayer.
Hmm.
And you didn't realize how bad they sucked in multiplayer until you're like, oh, this is why you have mounting and shit.
Okay,
You see
yeah,
what I'm saying?
right, yeah, because I mean, like you're thinking, like you're on Shoot House and someone's down center lane just mounted the whole time. And you're like, what?
Yeah, this
what are
is
we-
not a good gameplay
What are we
mechanic.
doing here? Yeah,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
But then you get on Warzone, you're like, oh, that's why you built mounting in the game.
I'm having to shoot like 1,000 yards away right now,
Yeah.
and like makes with a fucking AR. So yeah,
Yeah.
this makes sense.
But like that just shows you like, oh, that's why they have it in the game. That's why multiplayer sucks. They just shouldn't have that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and to your point, I think it brought a lot of the suck of multiplayer to light, and going back to what I was saying about like grinding and shit, like say when the Finn became meta in Warzone, it's like then everyone just like took a fat shit in multiplayer just to get the Finn.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, it was just like you're just getting smoked left
That's
and
the
right on
Bruin.
shipment. Yeah, or the Bruin. Yeah. And you're like, this is not fun.
Yep.
I am only doing this to get the gun and just to get the gun because I'm not even gonna fucking level it up here in multiplayer. Fuck that. I'll just go use it in Warzone and level it up there.
That fucking sucked.
It was so bad, so bad. God, yeah, I do not miss the smoke grenade days on shipment. That was fucking ass.
Yep. Yeah, I hope that those kind of challenges more moves into the get a 500 kills with an LMG.
Yeah. Which
It's like, okay, cool.
yeah. And to be fair, even if they are shitty and grindy and like stupid ass challenges like that, at least they've improved it a little bit by implementing the platforms in the Gunsmithing 2.0. Allegedly, in my mind, what I'm thinking from what they have
I
said,
don't know. I disagree with you.
I think it's gonna be great.
I'm glad you feel that way.
How will it not be great?
What do you mean?
So when I get a red dot sight that is compatible with the M4 platform,
Yeah.
that's going to be able to work on any gun that I use on that M4 platform, not just the M4.
Correct.
How is that not better?
So say there's a branch of like 6 weapons in a family.
Okay.
Yes, it's true. The M4, you can unlock a red dot sight and you can put that red dot sight on all of those.
Right.
But maybe, so say the red dot sight's meta and this particular silencer is meta. Okay, well, you have to grind another weapon that has that silencer for you to unlock to get across that family tree.
No. Wait, back up. That part, I don't understand what you're saying.
The M4 is only going to have a certain amount of attachments. It'll have 20 attachments.
Right.
And then you'll have another 20 attachments on the same family tree. Or you'll
No.
have-
No.
Yes.
It won't be on the same one.
Yes.
What
I'm telling
I-
you. No, I know. I'm telling you how it works.
What I understood is
The-
they're going to have all the same attachments if it's on the same platform.
No, you can use all of the attachments in that tree, but to unlock those, each gun is going to have unique unlocks. So you're going to have like 20 attachments on the M4, 20 attachments on the AR9, 20 attachments on an AR10.
And to be able to get the best suppressor, which is on the AR9, if I want to use it on the M4, I've got to unlock the AR9 and then go through all those attachments to be able to then put it. Okay. So potentially is what you're telling me. That's not what you were saying at all. Potentially what you're telling me is it's going to be even more grindy.
I don't know.
That's what you just said to me, basically.
I'm telling you that the grind is still going to be there. Now,
It's just going to look different.
It's going to look different, and is it going to be more or less? That I don't know. But the grind is still going to be there.
No, I'm sure of that. But I'm with you. I'm okay with grinding as long as it's not like retarded shit, like getting kills and smokes. Like, what?
Well, and the grind for some of these is just too long. Like the leveling up of guns to 70 and it taking like 3 days of playing multiplayer just to get everything is like stupid.
I remember in the original Modern Warfare 2, it's like you could pretty much get every attachment you wanted within like the first 20 to 30 levels. And then the other half of that leveling up is basically just unlocking camos.
Yep.
That was great. No problems with that whatsoever. Now you're like level fucking 50 and like there's still an attachment you don't have unlocked that you like need for your, like, I think I was talking about with the Armaguerra. There was like, I can't remember what it was. The one thing I like unlocked it at like 56. And the second I put that on, I was like, whoa, completely different gun.
Yeah. I like the camos, like the cosmetic stuff being grindy, but like, the stuff I need to like compete.
Just let me do it by level.
Yeah.
Like, let me just unlock it by levels. That's it.
And I like the old system of like, you prestige and you can like have a token that you can spend to keep an unlock.
Oh, that was fun.
Like, stuff like that was a lot of fun.
I remember that.
Because then you had like a choice and you could kind of control it, or you could stay on the same prestige and not have the cool icon, not have many classes.
Fun. Just starting over, you're like, fuck it, I'm going to go back to 0 and regrind everything. Like, it made it fun.
Yeah, because it like if the grind is fun,
right,
then it makes it fun.
Because that was the other thing too. Like, I remember prestiging and going back to iron sights, and you're like, actually, iron sights are kind of cool now. Like, it's kind of fun to like mess around with irons again. Like, it's been so long since I used an iron sight.
But you can put an optic on after like a match or two,
right?
Or get the particular gun that you want at like 14. You're like, I played like 4 matches. It's cool,
right?
Instead of like, oh, I got to spend 3 days getting back to whatever gun that I like.
Yeah, because like and nonetheless, all these optics suck except like this one I want on. Like, my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I get wanting to do things differently and make changes, but it's like at the same time, like, dude, they could just reissue the original Modern Warfare 2 and I'd play the fuck out of that game. Like, change nothing, just fucking like the Halo anniversaries. Like, I would play the fuck out of that.
Dude, it's all these metrics to be like from the grinding shit to how they do cosmetics to skills-based matchmaking or engagement optimization matchmaking. It's like all these stuff to figure out how to like get you to play the game as long as possible, like daily. It's like gambling instead of being like, hey, let's make our game fun.
I'll relate it to how breweries approach beer. Hear me out, because we're on a beer podcast. Most, if not all, breweries will pretty much use, and I don't know who coined it, but the slogan of, we don't have to, we don't have to be the only beer you drink, but we want to be the best beer you drink. Whereas fucking Call of Duty is all like, they're like, we don't want to be the best game you play. We just want to be the only game you play. You're like, what? I don't. You will be the only game I play if you're good, but like you're making shit not good, which makes me not want to play your game.
Yeah, didn't play the last one.
Yeah, didn't buy Vanguard. I mean, let's be fair. I haven't bought any of them. But I didn't play Vanguard at all. I did of Cold War. I only played zombies. I didn't play single match of multiplayer. I did not play a single campaign mission. Modern Warfare, I got close to beating the campaign, I think. I played a shit ton of multiplayer. And then Warzone, obviously. But
And you kind of bought Modern Warfare.
did I?
Like from like Battle Pass and
That's
same
true.
thing with like Cold War and stuff.
I did spend money on it, yeah. And that's the thing. Modern Warfare, like when that first Modern Warfare came out, I was happy to spend money on the Battle Pass because I'm like, it's like, A, your game is giving me entertainment, so like, here, take some money from me. And then B, like, it is just cool getting some of this extra shit for like $10. By the way, did you confirm, have you seen anything about what Sal said about the Battle Pass being more expensive now? Is that true?
I didn't see him say that,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Last time we were playing, he had mentioned that, and I was like, ooh, that's like a Battle Pass is $20. I probably won't get it.
It's always been $20. I
No, it's $10.
think it's always been $20.
$10, 100%.
I don't know.
There's two.
I know there's
two
the
things.
skips
The
and
$20.
everything.
The $20 is the skips. You can get $10 and start from 1.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I would always just get the 10. And if I like in peak of playing through Warzone, I would get through the entire Battle Pass, no problem. Like from level 1 all the way up to, what is it, 70? I don't know.
I don't see anything.
About like price increase.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Sal's a liar. Is it just me or has this gotten better the more you drink it?
I told you, be open-minded.
Hey! I wasn't. And it is good, so look at that. It worked out.
Okay. I said, for the look, I said orange and less hazy than we thought. I think it's...
Okay.
I don't know if you want to add.
Quite bubbly. There's a good amount of carb, is what I'm seeing in here. What?
You'll have to do the smell thing. 'Cause
Also, the head doesn't look. The head sticks around like yours. You poured that a little bit ago, and it's still chilling. What also? Oh yeah.
no smelling for me.
Quite orangey. Bit hoppy. More grassy than florally, I would say. Did I do that?
You haven't typed anything.
Okay. I know. I put the cursor up there and I was like, oh, did I accidentally move the cursor for you? I'm like, last time I checked, we could both type. Yeah, so that's the smell. Dude, it's 9%, bro.
You feeling it already?
Like a smidge. I haven't had anything. You've probably already eaten, right?
I ate earlier, yeah. I do need to eat again. I haven't really had anything.
Quite orangey. A bit hoppy. Lil grassy. As you go to even move on to feel, now that you just had a fresh taste, why don't you walk us through taste here?
So I go from explosion of orange with some maltiness into like ending with hot bitterness. It's pretty orangey.
It is pretty orangey. I think it's less this is tasting more and more like the original the more I drink. Is that just me?
I think you got problems, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like an exact replica. I'm just saying
I'm not
like
saying that you are.
So what I was going to say is first sip I had of this, there was more fruitiness than just orange going on. Now, like, all I'm getting is the orange.
I have just gotten orange this whole time.
I felt like
Granted, I'm sick, so like everything is probably muted.
Yeah, but still, like, I felt like I was getting some pineapple, like not a lot, but like I felt like I was getting some pineapple when I first started the first beer, and now it's just orange.
I could probably see it, but like I don't know. To me, it's just more like the tang and the acidity.
Well, again, it's changed so much since I've been drinking it. So, but no, your path is 100% correct, and it's kind of a nice journey compared to like the reverse, right? Where like a lot of beers are the reverse, where it's like it's very hoppy up front, then the malt comes in and it just ends super sweet. That's very depressing. Those beers are not my favorite, because then I'm just like thirsty, and it's like I don't want to drink more of this because I'm just thirsty. This ends kind of dry, a little bitter, and not super sweet, so it's just kind of it almost ends refreshing. It leaves enough sugar on your tongue to want to drink more. Very nice. You've been staring at Phil for a while.
No.
Okay. You're just doing other shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm letting you do the feel.
No, that's fine. I thought you were just sitting here staring at Phil. I'm like, bro, you got nothing. Like, come on. Dude, Oprah just texted me. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Say a thicker medium body. It's quite bubbly. And then I don't know if you want to put this in feel, but definitely a dry finish. How do you feel about that?
Sure.
All right. Your critiques, you said, it's pretty sweet and big oof on that.
Big oof.
All right, you got a little oof on that. You got an oof on the alcohol percentage here, people. It's not the end of the world, but it's an oof.
I don't. The older I've gotten,
Uh-oh.
the less I like beers that are up in the 9%ers.
I get what you mean, but I'll also counter with the original boy.
No, I get okay, but like I don't have to measure this beer against your favorite version of this.
No, sorry. I don't mean like this beer. You were saying like the older you get, you're not as inclined to those higher percentage beers. And all that I'm saying to counter that is like, although yes, I agree with you, like I'm probably more picky about that. That's not to say that there aren't still some really good beers that I want that are higher percentage.
Sure, but like I would rather them also be lower percent.
So I disagree with that. So take.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like,
okay.
To me, it's not about like the critique is not about whether it tastes good or bad. Just
what you'd prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I disagree with you. Sometimes. So like sometimes I agree with you where we'll have a beer. I'm like, oh, it's pretty good, but like I'm with you. Like could probably stand to be like 2% lower. But then, take this beer, like 2019, 2020's version of this beer, for example. I wouldn't want it to be a lower ABV than it was because I think it hit perfectly, personally.
Maybe.
It's just my opinion.
Have you had 2019, 2020 beer, but 8%?
No.
So there you go.
Well, you haven't either.
I know.
So
I
you
would like to.
Yeah, but you don't know.
You're saying you wouldn't like to, and I'm saying I would like to have it. At like
I'm
8%.
saying I'm so happy with where it is.
Yeah,
I
you
can't imagine it being better. You're saying I'm so happy with where it is, but I think it still could be better.
No, I'm saying I wish it didn't have as much alcohol in it. That's it.
But that would change it so much.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
I would like to keep the taste exactly the same, but it be 8%.
Why is that?
I just think it sits better with me
Mm.
for a more enjoyable beer drinking experience overall.
Mm. I feel like to replicate the feeling I used to get from a 7% beer, I have to have a 9% beer. Drink too much now, man. Become immune to some of these beers, you know? Like I could drink 7% beers all fucking day, and like I don't remember, something happened recently where we were drinking like a lot, and both of us were like, I feel nothing. Elizabeth's like, what? And we're like, yeah, I didn't like, not even like, it was I think it was a Friday where like we'd start drinking the Valley. We're like drinking all
Maybe
day.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and then it was just like feel nothing. Like I don't feel any buzz at all. And she's like, fucking how? I'm like, no, that's a good question. Answer is probably just that our tolerance is so high now.
Well, also, like, when we go to the Valley, we're drinking, like,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah. We're drinking like low percenters, drinking all day. We got food in us.
Yeah.
But still, like, I don't know. Again, like I remember, like I would go to a restaurant, get like a fucking burger and like a 7% beer, and like be feeling it after 2 beers. And it's like that's not happening to me now.
I feel it after a couple IPAs.
Under certain circumstances, yeah. But I
I would
felt
definitely feel it now, being sick.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, being sick, like needing food, like yeah, you'd be feeling the shit of that.
Probably why I'm like, this
That-
could be lower.
Yeah, you probably don't. You probably just aren't feeling good right now at all. Huh?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. See, I'm sorry you're having this experience because it's pretty good, dude. You should probably
Pretty
just
great.
You should probably just save those last 2 and have a good time one night when you're not sick. Do you have thoughts?
No. Do you have thoughts?
No. No.
I don't know where I'm gonna rate this.
You what?
I don't know where I'm gonna rate this.
I don't know. I don't know either. I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. 3.75. Yeah. Same. Real recognizes real. Shit.
Why do you rate what you rate?
So 3.75 sits in the high B category. That is a great. Our explanation of that is flavors don't hit perfect to make an A, i.e. not hoppy enough. And I think that encapsulates it perfectly. I think that it's a great beer. I think it's really good. I can confidently now say that this is definitely better than last year. I don't know what they're doing differently, even though they're like advertising it the same. Like, I wish they would like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being punked by Ashton Kutcher or something. Like, is this different or are you just fucking with me? I feel like they should, I don't know. I just don't like people changing shit and not telling me like fucking 7 C's. I've been burned.
Yeah. Hey, this is different.
Yeah, my heart is scarred. Just like, yeah, just letting you know, like, hey, this is just, we changed this up a little bit. Like E9's very upfront in that they're like, every fucking batch is probably different. They're like, we changed the recipe. We're constantly tweaking stuff where it's like the overarching idea of it is the same. Yeah. But like,
so I'll read you the things we talked about last year.
okay.
Look is haze orange.
No way. It's not even that hazy.
It's hazy.
I would
but
call it more
wouldn't call it
clear
clear.
than it hazy.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm saying more. It is more clear than it is hazy.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, all right.
Smell orange, bit soapy, bit hoppy.
I can see that it's similar, but I think the smell is more pleasant this time around.
Taste orange / cream soda,
Nope.
bright, bit of a hop dusting, but not too bitter.
Yeah, see, it's not that at all. And I can picture that. That was like a fucking orange, creamy, juicy boy, and it like kind of was bitter, but not really. This one has like a good amount of bitterness to it.
Feel is light and bubbly for a double IPA.
Yeah.
Good feel for a double IPA, and this flavor profile, I don't know what that means. Maybe just the feel is fine for it being like a very hazy
Yeah,
beer.
I think so. And for double IPA, yeah.
Critiques, bit too sweet, no evolution. I feel like this one has more of an evolution,
I agree.
but it does share.
Yes.
It is too sweet.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's very much like a progression off of last year, but I will definitely say that it's immensely better than last year. It's still not 2019, 2020 level for me, but like it is immensely better than last year, which I'm very happy about.
Now Nick doesn't have to be so salty.
Yeah, I told you, only place to go is up.
Could have started there.
Yeah. But no, I think it's a really good beer. I think between that contrast, we cover that very well. Where it's like, I think having the evolution is very important, making it a lot better too. Because when it's like just sweet and then you like throw a little bit of bitterness at the end, it's like it's just kind of boring and it doesn't. Yeah. It's just a little one dimensional. Whereas I feel like this has a lot of good layers to it. I think you described that perfectly as far as the evolution of flavor that you go through with this. When we say this all the time, when you have like a double IPA, when you've got like a fucking 9% beer, like you can't just have it so fucking sugary, syrupy sweet.
Yeah,
like it has to
can't
like
just be drinking distilled down fruit juice.
No, yeah, it's got to be balanced to an extent, and I feel like this does that pretty well. Do I still think it's slightly too sweet? Yeah, I think it's to my liking. It could still tone that down a little bit.
Quite a bit too sweet.
Yeah, and I think that just comes with double IPAs, and I think we're both very harsh on double IPAs because we have had a couple fantastic double IPAs, but that's rare.
Sure.
Most double IPAs are kind of just the not so good, too sweet beers where they claim it's like 99 IBUs, and you're like,
no,
try 15. So, yeah.
Well, that's this week's episode. See you guys in a couple weeks.
See you at that time.
Peace.
Bye.